Hey gang, Scott here. I have a very quick, short video for you today about white balance and landscape photography. So in my opinion, I treat white balance as a creative choice for landscapes. I'm not shooting a portrait where a skin tone needs to be a natural looking skin tone, or a product photography where there are specific color tones that need to match the product. For a landscape, there's a bit more interpretation, and I'm willing to bend and morph white balance to achieve that. I was working on this photo that it really, it kind of just made me realize, oh, I do this, I do it relatively often. So this is straight out of the camera with one exception. I've changed the profile to Adobe Landscape and then started playing with white balance. This is as shot. What did auto do? I warmed it up a little bit. What about, daylight really wouldn't make sense for this scene. It wasn't very bright out. Cloudy kind of does, and this is probably where maybe how my eyes perceived it. But for seascapes, I like the foam in the surf to be white, or at least very, very bright. And so that's where I grabbed this picker and said, let me skim around here and find a spot that's got some surf churn right down here. And this certainly has a very strong bluish cast, but let me select that. And this really changed the dynamic of the photo. It made it very, very warm. I mean, look at that temperature. It's all the way up to almost 15,000 Kelvin. Certainly not what I experienced on scene, but I like the feel of the photo. And so I went with this choice. I shared a photo similar to this on my website and social media, maybe last week. But yeah, it just this dawned on me that this is how I'm approaching white balance with my landscapes, and this image really, really drove that home for me. Thought I'd share it. And if you got thoughts about white balance and landscapes, do you use a color card? Do you try to stay as true to your eye as possible, or do you express yourself and bend and morph color a little bit? Drop your comments below. Let me know what you're thinking. And until next time, my name's Scott Davenport. Happy shooting.